Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, it's ISNM. A lot of times I'll throw the box up and catch it in the intro or have it drop or anything like that. However, this box has a little bit of weight to it. It's also shifting within, so I don't want to damage up any corners more than they probably already are. However, as you see from the title, this is a shirt of AC Milan as well as Off-White. AC Milan x Off-White collaboration for Dreamland and all that fun stuff. So AC Milan and Off-White have been, they've been together for a couple years now, since 2022, being curators Off-White for AC Milan. However, I did cop one of the items from their last release. It is a shirt, of course. I'm going to go ahead and start opening it on up. One thing I will say is that it is one of the many things I'll say. I'll say a lot of things in this video, right? But it is a very, very nice day today here in February in Kentucky. It's been, we've had some rougher days as of late. It's February right now, but it's a nice sunny day, a little bit of a breeze. That's why my hair is probably blowing in my face over and over again, getting in my mouth, all that fun stuff. Okay, so I do have the box open. I want to slide this out. First, we do have, thank you for shopping with us. Scan the QR code and discover your exclusive promotion. I'm going to keep this for me, not you guys. I'm actually going to place it right here by you guys, though, underneath you. And we also have a stack of stickers, a little package of stickers, right? So let's open these up first. Okay, so as you can see, there's that right there. Go ahead and pop them open. Rip. Hopefully you get a pull stitch, right? Don't know even know how to rip this open. Alrighty. There we go. It's ripped open. So we have old pictures. There is not going to be a pull stitch here, is there? Good team picture. You have some greats in there. Maldini, Nesta, Tuso, among others. Another sticker. And that's what all these are. And then, hey, we got a parallel, a hollow, whatever you want to call it. So that's a cool little touch, right? These little stickers. If you want me to send them to you, comment. And let me know. I won't send them to you. But if you want me to. I mean, I guess I could. Okay, there we go. Okay, nonetheless, let's slide this on out of the box, all right? Okay, it's just the vision. That's all right. And wallahi, okay, empty box, nothing there. Probably just doxed myself. It's okay though. But Diavoli there on the front of the box. That's beautiful. Nice and sleek. This is a matte textured box. I like the little red text on the black Diavoli font. Nothing here on the back at all. I mean, there is tag showing what it is and all that, but brand stuff and all that other stuff don't really care about, right? Bottom of the box, top of the box. Now the side, Puma logo, AC Milan crest, and Off-White logo, which is just off-white with the trademark. So it's like a book out, slides out. One thing I will say is it is extended out. This isn't partially out. This is as pushed in as it can be without tearing through the other end, right? So I will go ahead and slide this out. Voila. The inside of this, empty. Nice box though. This is like good and sturdy, I will say. Set that down. Of course, that's the same side you already seen. But front here we have the AC Milan little devil. I don't even need to say devil. I should say Diavolo, which is devil in Italian. Diavoli, which is devils in Italian, which is, AC Milan's thing. But yeah, that on the Off-White logo as well as the Puma logo there on the bottom. I thought this was like a pull tab. It's actually just paper sliding out a bit. But let's go ahead and open it on up. I'm going to do it this way so the paper's still there. So on the left side, I support sport for change in quotation marks. 63, which is the year of AC Milan's first cup win. So you'll see 63 quite a bit within this. Puma, AC Milan, Off-White. I like how the paper is also the gradient. That's a great little touch, going from black to green like the shirt is on the other shirt. I got a different shirt than that gradient is. I want to pull this out first and set it down. We'll take a little bit more of a look at the paper. So I do wonder if it's, yeah, so it's black all on that side. I think it would have been, I mean, that's just a great touch, honestly. Like, it's such a minute little thing, but to add that slight little bit of green really helps, you know, make it pop a bit. Now the shirt itself, let's pull it up. Here we have it. Might as well go ahead and take it out of this. Okay, this is really nice. So the paper here, look at that. It's like stock cardboard, right? Like usual. However, it's a little bit thicker, and it's got the branding with AC Milan's logo there, blacked out. So very, very sick. I am actually going to, I was gonna grab the hanger. I'm gonna wait a minute before I grab the hanger. But there's the shirt. And what a shirt it is, right? Look at that. AC Milan off-white shirt. Off-white items known to be a lot historically on price. This wasn't priced too badly. You'll see right there the prices in USD, euros, pounds, all that fun stuff. Just those three currencies. But yeah, it's not too bad of a price. It's expensive for a shirt. Don't get me wrong. I spent way cheaper on shirts. Also spent quite a bit more. But for an off-white item, a hypebeast item, it really isn't too bad. But you know, a lot of people aren't really fans of, you know, hypebeast stuff, which is understandable. You don't have to buy it. I usually don't buy anything hypebeast related, really. If I want to spend a lot of money on something clothing wise, it's usually like a shirt, like match worn shirt or something, before it's going to be, you know, a Burberry jacket or anything like that. However, you know, sometimes they'd be nice. But nonetheless, let's talk about this shirt, right? So this one was worn on February 16th versus Hellas Verona. Not this actual shirt, but Mike Milan was the one who wore this version with the red going into green. The others wore the black going into green. You see a picture right there, as well as the score from that match that they had. I'm not sure if they're going to be wearing this anymore.
Okay, so they did end up wearing the shirt again. They wore it on March 2nd in a Serie A match against Lazio, which they unfortunately lost 2-1 at the San Siro. However, the goalie, Mike Milan, wore the black one, and the other 10 players wore the red, so they just switched it up. The female team also used the shirt as well.
But, you know, we have the 63 in quotation marks on the top of the collar. I sport for change. Off-white, Puma, 2025 AC Milan. This is like a nice material on the inside. This collar I really like as well. I like the stitching on it, how you can see the little yellow on there. The crest is nice too. More of a, it looks like it'd be a little bit more rubbery than what it is. It is more of like a harder plastic with definitely some, you know, rubber elements of it. And then the off-white logo can be seen more at angles. A lot of it you'll see closer up, but it is there subtly. We have Puma, off-white, Emirates, Fly Better. There's a sponsor. And then on the bottom here we have the Puma jack over tag, which is nice. It's a nice little touch. And ultra weave. One thing I'll say about these shirts, and the same with the one I'm wearing right now, these Authentics by Puma, a lot of people may not like them. I like them though. These shirts are really, really light. They do kind of like have a paper feel to them, and I very much feel like I could just grab it and easily rip it. However, you know, it's still such a nice feel. Like, if you're gonna be playing in this shirt, it'd be good to wear. However, I wouldn't like playing something like this. Like if I'm playing soccer, don't really play with soccer with many jerseys that I have anyways, but I could see how, like, from a performance standpoint for a club to have something like this, because it is really light. It does feel good. I'm sure it would tear pretty easily, but if you're, you know, on the world stage, they got extras, right? However, if this is a shirt, like if you're going to get authentic on a Puma shirt with this ultra weave, very good chance that, you know, it could tear pretty easily. At least I feel like it could. I'm not saying by any examples. I've worn this a few times now and it hasn't, but nonetheless, the shirt is nice. On the back, I went with your name, 00. This was an exclusive on the site, the AC Milan site. The thing I'll say about the printing is this is rubberized. It's not just regular printing. It is like a rubberized text. I like the yellow with the green border, you know, block letters, off-white there on the bottom. Very, very nice. Also, we have this right here, a little zip tie tag. It says Off-White Puma 2025 AC Milan. So a little zip tie, Diavoli. It's rubber, but cool little touch to add on that. That's a signature thing by Off-White, of course. So cool to see them add that. A lot of people hate this shirt. Some people like I feel like more people that I've heard talk about it who like it, they like the black going into the green better. However, I do like the red going into the green better on it. I almost got both, but I was like, I'm just going to opt for one of them. And this is one I decided to opt for. Your name. What a good one. 00 as well. You don't see that very often on soccer jerseys. So this shirt was made while honoring Black History Month with athletes in control. That's kind of their message there. As I mentioned, the 63 on the collar represents the club's first cup victory in 1963. The shirt was available with more than just your name. And you could also get a player name on it if you wanted to as well. But they had 00 and then 63 available with the whole AC Milan exclusive one. For either jersey, you could have Dreamers, your name, player, Diavoli. Those were the options. You could get that with either the 00 or 63. But all in all, though, as I say, as this shirt is just blowing in the wind. You're probably looking at close-ups right now, though. But this shirt done very, very well. Nice little touches. It's not as bad as people say it is. I didn't love it a whole lot, but I thought it was a neat one to have into the collection. And now that I have it in person, I do think it looks really, really nice. I like the presentation, and all in all, happy with my purchase. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go ahead and end this video off here. Thank you for watching. I'm SNL, and adios.